Wrestling fans, at this time, we have Bob Holly on the podium. Of course, you took that match to Bill Ash in the happening of '87, and you've got the belt, Junior Heavyweight Championship, and we congratulate you, Bob.
I thank you, CJ. You know, I got a few things I need to get off my mind. First of all, I want to thank all those people who came out, supported me last night, the International Night of Champions. I want to thank all of you fans. You know, there's another thing. World Organization Wrestling, you fans didn't realize, but I did, that World Organization Wrestling is doing away with the junior heavyweight class. And what I'm going to do is they're going to put this belt up, so I'm setting this belt aside. But I am happy about one thing. I'm happy that I won, and I earned this belt. I did it all on my own. And with all you fans out there, I had something to prove to you fans and to me also. And I just want to say that I'm turning in this belt, and also I'm happy about I will be the last person in the United States to have my name engraved on a plate with this belt, because I'm the last one to carry this belt. You know, I want to thank all the fans out there for their support. I really appreciate it. And I requested this match with Mr. Ito, who is now in the ring, to prove to you people that I can keep up with the big boys, and I'm going to show you that I'm not a pushover.
Okay, we congratulate you, Bob Holly. We got the match. Here we go in the ring. Bob Holly against Mr. Ito.
Well, CJ, my favorite man there, Bob Holly, took the title away from Bill Ash and proved that he was the caliber of wrestler we at World Organization Wrestling always thought he was. A most capable young athlete, and he proved it by beating an old veteran like Professor Bill Ash. And I was there, watched the match, and boy, what a wrestling match.
It sure was, I tell you. And no one is more deserving than Bob Holly.
Bob Holly's in there with an old scrapper that'll beat you in a heartbeat. And that's Mr. Ito, the Japanese International Heavyweight Champion. Well, Bob Holly's got his hands full with this one.
Mr. Ito's got Bob Holly in an arm bar, putting the pressure on that shoulder, putting his weight on the shoulder.
Working on the tendons of the shoulder and on the elbow. Got that elbow bent the wrong way. Ooh. And that will put some pain on you.
Referee Danny Barlow is asking Bob Holly, you giving it up? No.
Bob Holly, the high-flying young gentleman from Mobile, Alabama, who is the new WOW Light Heavyweight Champion of the world. The big break for Bob Holly.
Mr. Ito working on the shoulder of Bob Holly. Working the arm.
Mr. Ito using Japanese tactics on him. Putting that oh, good. Hooks the arm and takes him over in an arm drag. Mr. Ito still applying the pressure to that shoulder. An arm of Bob Holly.
Of course, you know, Terry, now with Bob Holly, these wrestlers are going to be looking for him, being the World Organization Wrestling Light Heavyweight Champion. They're going to be looking after him.
They're going to be looking for him, but CJ, Bob Holly is looking for them. So they won't find it hard to find Bob Holly. He wants to compete against everybody. The big ones, the small ones, the medium ones, the best, the worst. He wants to wrestle them all. He wants to prove that he is one day going to be one of the greatest wrestlers in the sport of professional wrestling. And so far, he has took off like lightning and proved it 100% by defeating Professor Billy Ash, right, for the light heavyweight title of the world.
Bill Ash took him lightly, to say the least.
Yeah, he took him lightly, but I'm sure he regrets that now.
Oh, yeah, he referred to Bob Holly as a nobody, well, and Bob showed Bill Ash what the nobody could do.
That's right. He can do a number on you
now.
Bob Holly just showing some of the wrestling expertise that he has gathered by keeping Mr. Ito, the Japanese International Heavyweight Champion, down on the mat into a hammerlock. I'm sure by this time Mr. Ito knows that he's gotten in there with a little bit more than he thought he had gotten in there with.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you, good move there by Bob Holly. He's got that arm in kind of a chicken wing.
Got the hammerlock, rolls him right over on his back.
Whoa. Ito's trying to get the feeling back in that arm, I'll tell you what.
Oh.
Nice move by Ito.
Good move. Drop toe hold by Mr. Ito right into a chicken wing. Boy, you can hear these fans out there pulling for Bob Holly. Pulling for Bob Holly. Holly's in a bad predicament now. Ito's got that chicken wing locked in tight. Japanese style, too, brother. Into an arm bar.
Look at the leverage there, Terry. Ito's putting leverage on him.
Looking around, he's trying to put that elbow in the back of Holly's neck while leaning on the shoulder and raising back on a straight arm pullback. Now that pulls back. It pulls the shoulder, all the tendons in the shoulder. That right there will pull the shoulder. It'll also pull the elbow, the joint of the elbow. And Ito is applying the pressure to it. Plus, he's got 261 pounds of weight laying on Bob Holly, trying to keep him suffocated down, trying to keep the air out of him. Now, it's extremely hard to breathe when you got 260 pounds sitting on your back and you're laying flat of your face on the floor. So I'm sure Bob Holly will learn from this experience as he's learned every time he's wrestled someone. Boy, he's putting the leverage to him now. Ito's got that knee in. Pulling back on the shoulder, an arm of Bob Holly. The Japanese International Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Ito, versus the WOW Light Heavyweight Champion, Bob Holly, right now in progress.
Bob Holly finally made it up. Ito putting the pressure on that shoulder once again.
Keeping him down, trying to keep him down on that mat. It took Ito about the first 3 minutes to realize that he was in there with a little more than he thought he was. Now he's changed tactics. Now he's changing tactics again. He's got Holly weakened down enough, he's going to start hammering him.
There he goes back on the arm.
That arm. Into a Chinese wrist lock.
I'll tell you what, bending it every which way now.
Well, you can look at the biceps and triceps on Bob Holly and tell that Mr. Ito's got himself an arm full, because those are some pretty big arms on that gentleman. Holly maneuvered out of the Chinese wrist lock and it's put himself more or less into a chicken wing. Now he can maneuver out of this hold, but Mr. Ito is applying that pressure to him.
Putting his weight on Holly's back.
261 pounds on the body of him and leaning. You notice how he leans on that arm? Leaning on it.
He's got Bob Holly flat out on the canvas right now. I tell you what.
And Ito leaning on it. That's going to be a sore arm in the morning, I guarantee you that. If it's not a broke arm. Danny Barlow asking Bob Holly, does he want to give it up? And, knee drop into the shoulder of Bob Holly. Ito is certainly trying his best to weaken him down to nothing. Now Ito into more of a collegiate move now. He's hooked the opposite arm and shoulder. He's turning Holly over for a pin. Good amateur wrestling move here. If this was an amateur wrestling situation on a 1 or 2 count, it'd be pinned.
Bob Holly is trying to bridge out. But Ito's got him tied up.
CJ, let me tell you from experience, when you're put in a predicament such as this, both arms tied up, rolled on your shoulders, 260 pounds laying on top of you, and you can bridge up, you're in good shape. Bob Holly is firing back. He ain't cutting Ito any slack.
Bob Holly's starting to come at Ito. Oh, and Ito goes right back to the arm carry. Right back to that same move.
Name of the game, weaken your opponent down with a hold. Well, one thing, we're seeing some good, solid wrestling in this match. Good amateur moves, good professional moves. A good psychology on Mr. Ito's part. That's one reason he is the Japanese International Heavyweight Champion. Good, solid.
We got Pat Rose has just joined us on the podium. As Bob Holly starts to lay it into Mr. Ito. Shoots him off the ropes.
Good high backdrop. Good leverage by Bob Holly. Oh, there went the bell, CJ. But Holly ain't stopping. He ain't listening to that bell. Good high drop kick. Mr. Ito takes the powder on that one.
Ito wants some more.
The Japanese have a lot of pride, you know. They don't like to take off.
Okay, well, that's
Matches a draw.
Well, wrestling fans, at this time, we've got Pat Rose.
You know something, CJ? When all this cranked up, when all this started, everybody had Pat Rose as the underdog against Eddie Sullivan. What are you looking at right now? You're looking at the WOW United States Heavyweight Champion. Now, it was a hard and long road to get to where I'm at right now, the champion. There was a lot of training. There was a lot of working out. There was a lot of hours put in that ring to get this right here. Now, even more than that, it's going to be even harder staying here. Because you got, you know, I'm at the top of the ladder right now. I'm number one. And it's going to be hard staying there because you'll have people like the Coastal Connection wanting this. You'll have people like Chick Donovan wanting this. And there's one other guy that's going to be wanting this right here that has my respect as a professional wrestler. Because professional wrestling's hard. It's a rough and tough sport. And Bob Holly, you impressed me as a professional wrestler. You hadn't been in the wrestling business long, but you impressed me. And I give you that much. But like I said, it's going to be a hard road to stay on and keep this. But I'm going to do it. Because this right here puts beans and taters on Erica and Jessica. That's my two little girls' dinner table. You understand? And I think you can look in my eye and you can tell I'm dead serious. Because nobody, not you, Bob Holly, not you, Coastal Connection, is going to take this. Because this right here means money. And that's what I'm in professional wrestling for, is money. This right here is the #1 belt in the world today. WOW United States Heavyweight Wrestling Champion. This right here has eluded me for a long time. And I'll be damned if it's going anywhere.
Pat Rose. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with more World Organization Wrestling.
Imagine a place that's fun for the whole family. Imagine a place where you can tube on the raging river, slide down the body flume, zip down the bullet, or catch a wave in the surf wave pool, all in the same place. Waterville, USA, fun for the whole family. Highway 59, Gulf Shores.
When I was first asked to do a television show with Gene Siskel, my original reaction was, the show sounds like a great idea, but why do I have to do it with Gene?
I just had to beat him. That was the main thing. I didn't care about anything else.
He occasionally tells me what I think, and he is only occasionally right.
He persists in thinking that he's a better film critic than I am. Drives me crazy.
For the critical difference, it's Siskel and Ebert and the movies.
Sunday night at 6:30 on TV 44.
Hi, wrestling fans. Terry Latham for World Organization Wrestling, reminding you of the big card at the Border Street Arena, July the 5th, a no disqualification match with Bruiser Bob Sweetan and Dennis Gale. Also, Beulah Battery, big card there, July the 10th, Community Center. Sweetan, Gale, Fargo, Coastal Connection, and many more will be there. Foley National Guard Army, July the 9th. Don't miss that. And the big match, Mobile Expo Hall.
That's it right there. You don't have to say no more. Chick Donovan, you come around this part of the country, and what happens? You start crying and complaining. You're down on your hands and knees begging these people for matches with me. Well, in the happening 87, what happened? Your shoulders got pinned 1, 2, 3. As the people stay tuned a little bit later on this program, they're going to see you and I step in the ring. And I'm going to do the same dang thing to you. I'm going to drop you on your head, and I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to get you out of this part of the country before you figure on settling. And let me tell you something. If you live through this match coming up in a little while, when Mobile runs again and the bell rings, you know what's going to happen, Donovan? I'm going to walk in that ring, and I'm not going to stop until I finish you once and for all.
Ladies and gentlemen, also on that big card, Mobile, Alabama at Expo Hall, July the 7th, the new WOW United States champion, Pat Rose.
You know something, Terry? When I busted through them doors and I was walking down that aisle, I knew that I was going to come out with this right here. Because I had it in my heart, I had it in my head that I was going to beat Eddie Sullivan. And I did. Everybody said, no, man, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. But I did. Now, Bob Holly, you come out here and you say, hey, I want to make a name for myself. I want to show these people that I'm a man. First of all, Bob Holly, WOW United States Heavyweight Belt, this is it. The whole WOW territory evolves around this right here. And Bob Holly, you got to prove to me that you want this thing, and you're not going to get it that easy.
Here we go with our next match on World Organization Wrestling. I'm C.J. Whitmore, and joining me is none other than Papa Rock.
C.J., this promised to be a great match that's between Bobo Brazil and Krupoff, I believe.
That's right.
This has got a new name to me. It's
Well,
an excited match, and Bobo Brazil seemed to be a favorite on today's season.
Well, Bobo Brazil Jr., he is the son of the famous Bobo Brazil. So wrestling is in the blood, but he's got himself a handful with Boris Krupoff. Of course, last couple of weeks I was reminded by Boris Krupoff. He was originally came into World Organization Wrestling as Gene Krupa.
That is so true, you know, and then we come to learn that
Tell you what,
he couldn't wrestle, I believe, any place else and abroad and what have you.
he was banned
But
in
now
3
you've joined World
countries, right?
Organization Wrestling.
And he is a very large force to be reckoned with. Boris Krupoff. He just manhandled Bobo Brazil Jr. Arrogant wrestler here, Papa Rock. Danny Barlow. Oh, Krupoff is just muscling Bobo Brazil Jr. Tell you what, he is one mean wrestler. Strong. Oh. Here, Brazil works him over. Took him into almost the sunset. Couldn't hang on to it. And the crowd now is chanting USA. And that, obviously, Papa Rock is bothering Boris Krupoff.
It really is.
Look at that. He is a mad wrestler. Takes Brazil's head into the turnbuckle.
He seemed to get easily disturbed, you know, with the fans as they root for Bobo Brazil.
Krupoff just laying those shots into Bobo Brazil Jr. Oh, nice move by Krupoff. I'll tell you, he is a good wrestler. And there's a knee right into the neck of Bobo Brazil, in the chin. Bobo Brazil Jr.
You know, you feel, though, that he might have been able to put him away right then, but he just wouldn't apply the pressure. He wouldn't keep it up, and...
Oh, I tell you what, run right in the back,
that's
kidney area.
More punishment. This is what it's all about. He seemed to love to punish his opponent.
Brazil's trying to fight back. Krupoff's just too much of a wrestler for him. Solid wrestler. Now in the forehead, where they both took it. Krupoff. Of course, Bobo Brazil Jr., that's his favorite move.
That's his favorite move, and that Bobo
he just showed
Brazil Jr. put the headbutt on Krupoff.
Oh, and there's another headbutt by Bobo Brazil Jr. Drop kick.
I really think he made a mistake when he tried to put the headbutt on Bobo Brazil Jr. That is really his move. That is one of his favorite moves.
Oh, and shoots him into the turnbuckle. Bobo Brazil Jr. is trying to work Krupoff. Takes him into the turnbuckle. Get on. Takes one right in the chest area. That'll knock the wind out of you. No doubt. Krupoff now is arrogant, to say the least. He's just too much wrestler for Bobo Brazil Jr., Papa Rock.
I believe Bobo Brazil Jr. is a little overmatched here. But
body slam. Wow, it just muscles him down. An elbow right into the neck again. Bobo Brazil Jr. is ready to go, but Krupoff just seems to be enjoying this, Papa Rock. Enjoying dishing out that punishment.
Just won't punish his opponent, it seems.
Got the leverage, puts the weight on him. Referee Danny Barlow is warning Krupoff. And Krupoff and Brazil are going at it. As we've mentioned before, though, Krupoff is too much.
He's just hammering right down through the canvas. Let's hammer him down.
Oh, yeah.
How much more can Bobo Brazil Jr.?
I don't think much more, Papa Rock. He's trying.
Yeah, he tried to fight back, but it seems though his punches have even lost the sting.
Shoots him into the ropes. Whoa. Oh, and there's a power slam there. There's your winner.
There's the win.
Boris Krupoff. Boris Krupoff. I tell you what, I've had my experience with this wrestler. And the crowd chanting, USA, USA. Boris Krupoff joining me on the podium.
How does that feel to wrestle a piece of superior genetics like me? My parents were thoroughbreds. Look at me, perfect in every way. I had to shave my head just to look a little bit imperfect. I've been tanning on this beach, in case you haven't noticed. Zoom in on me. Zoom! I said zoom! Okay, I've never seen so many fat women and men in my life. What's wrong with this people? What's wrong with you? Is there some kind of disease? I'm scared to get touched. I might turn fat too. Well, we're drifting on the beach. If I was a woman, I'd want to be fat too. If I looked like one of you men. Because you all look like trash. Look at me, a thoroughbred among men. Look at this body. Look at this face. Look at this hairdo. This smile. I'm perfect. I'd like to create a perfect race here. And that's what I'm out to do. Girls, girls, girls. And you're looking at these little stupid rock and roll pipsqueak with the long frilly hair. You got me. Look at me. Hey, we could start a perfect race right here in the heart of America. We could make it a real country, like Mother Russia.
Well, I hate to break in.
I'm not finished yet. I'm trying to talk politics, people, first, everything.
We're going to take a commercial break right now.
That's what I'm talking
We'll be
about.
back with more wrestling action.
Important. These things are all important for survival.
We'll be back
Survival of the
right
fittest.
after this.
Survival of the...
Now, important news for anyone experiencing the disappointment of hair loss. These leading newspapers and magazines have reported an important medical and scientific breakthrough. Getting your own hair back is now possible. And now, another exciting discovery. You can get your own hair back without expensive hair pieces, without expensive drugs, and without transplant surgery. To find out how, call this toll-free number now and get the latest free information on a completely safe and effective method of getting your own hair back naturally. A method so successful, it's backed in writing by this remarkable guarantee. Your hair back or your money back. These photographs are just a small indication of the dramatic results now being achieved. Results you should know about. So don't wait another minute. Call this toll-free number now or spend the rest of your life wishing you had.
CJ, this ought to be a great one here.
Well, I tell you what.
It's Chick Donovan.
Yeah.
The golden boy, Chick Donovan. Woo!
Oh, yeah. Sweet Hand's not impressed at all, is he? Not at all.
Chick Donovan out there, strip teasing to the music.
Here we go, wrestling fans.
Chick Donovan, the golden boy. And I got to say something, CJ, about this. Chick Donovan is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I've known Chick for about 10 years. And he is an excellent wrestler.
Oh, no, that was a mistake.
He made a mistake.
That was a mistake.
There.
That was a mistake.
But he's coming back on Bruiser Bob Sweethand, the master of disaster. Whoa!
300-plus pounds there.
And he snatches Sweethand up. He shoots him in. Oh, big elbow. And Sweethand's going to take a pounder on that one, brother. Look at Chick Donovan go. Woo! Now you know why I say he's one of my favorite wrestlers. Chick Donovan can get down and dirty as he wants, or he can wrestle just like a collegiate champion. It doesn't matter. And on top of that,
tell you what.
Top of that, he's entertaining
Wild.
to everybody when he comes out
Yes.
and strips. I gotta say it. Chick Donovan, boy, what he is, he's already showed Bob Sweethand that he ain't here to play.
Great-looking wrestler, Chick Donovan, from Las Vegas, Nevada. The golden boy.
Santa Monica, Santa Monica, California. Into another arm twist on Bruiser Bob Sweethand, the master of disaster.
Shoulders and the arms on that Donovan.
I'll tell you what, oh yeah, stays in the gymnasium training. Oh, one of them football kicks. Oh! Head to the turnbuckle. Hard shot to the face on Chick Donovan.
Donovan's trying to get the cobwebs out of it. Sweethand just buries one right in the midsection of Chick Donovan.
I'll tell you what, Chick Donovan's got a illustrious career, and he's faced some big bad ones before.
Sweethand buries another one into the midsection of Chick Donovan. Hard forearm. That'll take the wind out of you. Oh, Donovan comes back.
Chick Donovan firing back. Chick Donovan. CJ, I think we got another superstar on our hands coming in. Another Bob Holly.
Good-looking wrestler.
Another Greg Cooley.
Just getting warmed up, Terry. Bob Sweetan definitely has Chick Donovan's attention.
He certainly does. Chick Donovan's got his attention.
Right.
Chick Donovan, impressive physique. Good row. Oh, hey, Bob Sweetan showing off his abilities as a scientific wrestler.
Took the hair.
And then he resorted right into the hair pulling.
Sweetan working on Chick Donovan now. Hard forearm.
Chick Donovan. Chick Donovan hanging in there. He's hardly been off his feet.
Look at Sweetan, my gosh. Way up there. Oh, man. It'll ring your bell.
I'm telling you. It's a devastating blow for Chick Donovan. Sweetan still hammering away on him. The master of disaster.
Oh, I tell you, there's the weight, the leverage, Terry, on that shoulder. He's got it stretched one way. He's got his weight out 300-plus pounds on the shoulder.
That's right.
I tell you, kick right into the shoulder area. Yeah.
Danny Barlow asks if we want to give it up. I see Turbo Ted, Sweetan's protege, still at ringside, keeping an eye on the whole thing. Chick Donovan's down. Sweetan working on the arm of Donovan.
Bob Sweetan, the master of disaster. In his own element, hurting people,
you got
punishing
that right.
people. Look at that.
Now, they wrote a big article on him in the paper not just a few days ago how Sweetan has no friend. Oh. Chick Donovan seems to be injured, seems to be slowing down. Oh, outside on the floor. And Sweetan's coming out after him.
What's he going to do here?
Oh, he's got him bent over the steel barrier.
Danny Barlow counting.
Chick Donovan may have sustained some fairly serious injury to that arm. Bruiser Bob Sweetan still on him.
Well, here it comes, Terry, I think.
Uh-oh. The pile driver.
Donovan tried to stay out of that pile driver.
Sweetan went down into the corner on that.
Better move.
The crowd is going ecstatic for Chick Donovan.
Chick Donovan's starting to clean up now.
Coming back. The Golden Boy.
Oh, man, I tell you. Chick's working on Sweetan. Starting to put some punishment on Bob Sweetan.
Somebody you just can't take lightly. Good high drop kick by Donovan. And Donovan fires up.
Oh,
kick
man.
to the midsection.
Whoa, mercy.
Oh, I thought he was going for a suplex, but he dropped him right on his back.
Chick Donovan.
He won. Just beaten the master of disaster, Bob Sweetan.
Great wrestling. We'll be back with more World Organization Wrestling right after these messages.
I'm impressed.
Yes.
The American Eagle, proud, free, an image as powerful as the land it symbolizes. This national symbol of freedom and the American spirit is now offered as a limited edition masterwork, the Golden Eagle. The artist has meticulously sculpted the Golden Eagle in painstaking detail, layered his creation in the purest 24-karat gold, and engraved into the rocky ledge his authentic signature and individual serial number, creating a true limited edition collector's item that you'll proudly display among your most prized possessions. The Golden Eagle is offered exclusively through the Metropolitan Guild for Collectible Art at the original issue price of $19.95. This is a limited edition. Order now.
To order, call 1-800-453-9005. That's 1-800-453-9005. Or save COD fee and send $19.95 plus $2 postage and handling to the Golden Eagle, P.O. Box 606, Pensacola, Florida.
I have on the podium with me Don Fargo and the Wild Man.
Hey, baby, let me tell you something, Pally. You know what? We got a good feud going with everybody here. We love this, man. We got the Coastal Connection. We got Huggy and Sugar Bear and many more. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you, we love this kind of action. Look at my face. I love it. Oh, I love every bit of it. I love the punishment. Huggy Bear, you beat me with a board. You beat my head in with your forehead. It ain't gonna stop us, Pally, because nobody can beat me and Crazy here. I'll tell you that right now. You're in for a lot of trouble. I'm gonna tell you right now, and the Coastal Connection, man, these guys come out with this song, Girls, Girls, Girls. They ought to come out with a song called Ballerina Dance. The way they look, these guys ain't nothing. Come on, boys, beat on me and Crazy. Beat on us all you want. We love it, right, Crazy?
That's exactly right. Let me tell you something. In Mobile, Alabama on Tuesday, we got two men going to get in the ring with us. Grown men call themselves Huggy Bear and Sugar Bear. We're going to rearrange your face a little bit, make you Ugly Bear, and knock your brains out and make you Stupid Bear. And as far as the Coastal Connection goes, I'll say this about that. They come out with a little rock and roll music playing. I hate rock and roll music. I think it's a communist plot to ruin the minds of our youth in this country today. And it's proven fact because it's ruined their minds because they're stupid enough to fight us.
Hey!
Tell you what, here we go, wrestling fans. They're here. The CC Connection. David Baxter, Chuck Wilson, Bobby Perez. They've got Marvelous Marcel Pringle and the Destroyer here, Papa Rock.
Well, CJ, I know nothing of the Destroyer. We are very familiar with Marcel Pringle, but nothing about the Destroyer. So we're going to have to see what he do.
Marcel Pringle, of course, with the headband. He is one of Bob Sweetan's Bomb Squad. And it's going to be the CC Connection, David Baxter, Chuck Wilson, against Marcel Pringle, the Marvelous One out of Mobile, Alabama, and again, the Destroyer.
It is very evident that all the music and what have you at the Coastal Connection used kind of upset Marcel Pringle there. And we really want to take a good look at the Destroyer.
Well, he's in there first. He's got David Baxter. Here we go. Oh, okay. It's going to be Bobby Perez.
Bobby Perez.
David Baxter. The Iceman, Bobby Perez. Mr. Cool. Oh. Good arm drag. Good arm drag again. Bobby Perez working over now. Woo! Oh, and Perez is cleaning up already. Power slam Pringle. Pringle's had enough so far. He's got to get himself together. Oh, yeah. These guys.
They are really hyped up. I really tell you, they really are for this match. As the Destroyers.
You need some room. Give me some room, he says. Bobby Perez, the Iceman. Takes care of business in there. Oh, yeah, good move by Bobby Perez. Makes the tag. In comes David Baxter. Working on the arm of the Destroyer. Working that arm, but good. Arm bar. David Baxter, the Coastal Connection. Non-stop action here. World Organization Wrestling. Non-stop action. No, yes.
Perez won't let him make the tag with Pringle.
Jamming the arm there. They're working well together here, Papa Rock.
They really is. You know, CJ, this is the first time that I've seen Bobby Perez in with the Coastal Connection, although he's a member of the Coastal Connection. And this is promised to be a great match.
David Baxter in there, working on the arm of the Destroyer. Danny Barlow's maintaining order in there. Baxter won't let the Destroyer make the tag. Shoots him into the rope. Oh, and the Destroyer gives him a shoulder. Baxter goes under. Whoa! Oh, yeah. Baxter was... Oh, arm drags Pringle. Takes him into an arm bar. Got a different wrestler in there, though, Papa Rock.
Well, that is so true with Marcel Pringle.
Yes.
You know, it's very different from the Destroyer.
He might get Marcel Pringle down for a 1 count, a 2 count, but he's in there all the way, I'll tell you.
David Baxter, he's
great move.
Pringle great move by David Baxter.
David Baxter, the Coastal Connection. Clean break. Pringle collects himself, and here we go. A hard collar and elbow up against the ropes. David Baxter, he's in there working all the time. Working hard. Overhead wrist lock. Baxter puts on marvelous Marcel Pringle. Pringle grabs Baxter by the hair, shoots him into the rope, misses him. Oh, geez. Great flying body press. David Baxter. Good move.
He's all
working it well.
There's the tag is made.
Oh,
Bobby
yeah.
Perez.
Here comes Bobby Perez. Go. Bobby Perez putting the heat to Marcel Pringle. Working on the shoulder. Danny Barlow is asking Pringle if he's giving it up. No. There's a lot of fight there in Marcel Pringle, I'll tell you. He gouges Perez. Oh, good forearm.
Well, you know by
elbow into Perez's neck.
And with Pringle being a member of Bob's Sweet
Good body slam.
Bum Squad, you know he got a few tricks up his...
Oh, yeah.
He got a few tricks. It might not be quite legal.
Another body slam. Pringle is putting it to Bobby Perez. Oh, and he missed it. He didn't have Perez out that long. Marcel Pringle takes Bobby Perez into the turnbuckle, makes the tag, in comes the Destroyer. He goes to work on Bobby Perez. Shoots him into the rope. Perez gets him one.
Kick by Bobby Perez.
Here comes David Baxter. Look out. Oh, drop kicks Pringle. Baxter's a one-man wrecking crew. I tell you what, the action is furious in the ring here. Danny Barlow has lost control. Got to get some control. Oh! Another hard shot to Pringle. Oh, I tell you what, the Coastal Connection is just cleaning up. Oh, Brady.
I don't think the Destroyer knew where he was. He walked right into it.
Baxter's way up there on the turnbuckle. Bobby Perez softening him up. Oh, check this out. Oh, man. Here it comes. And there's your 3 count. Your winners. The Coastal Connection. Woo! And we'll be back with more action as World Organization Wrestling continues. Stay with us.
Look fast, because the hands on this watch are about to disappear. Now, look again, and they're back. Why do these hands disappear? Because they're not really hands at all. They're actually electronic pulses of light. Introducing the amazing Laser Beam wristwatch. Destined to become a legend in its own time, we believe it will soon be one of the most sought-after watches in history. However, as part of a special publicity campaign, we will send you one of these amazing new Laser Beam luxury watches. Not for the hundreds of dollars you might expect, but for only $10. But to get your amazing laser beam wristwatch for only $10, you must act now. If you call within the next 30 minutes, you can order a second laser beam watch for only $5, just half price.
To order, call 1-800-642-6788. That's 1-800-642-6788.
Wrestling fans, look for World Organization Wrestling in Pensacola. We'll be at the Border Street Arena July the 5th. Also, in Mobile, July the 7th at the Expo Hall. On the road in Foley, Alabama at the National Guard Armory on July 9th. A big card there. And also in Biola Battery on July 10th at the Community Center. Look for World Organization Wrestling. Bob Holly, you've got Pat Rose coming up.
Pat Rose, I'm a young man in a young man's sport. I'm ready for you. Watch out. The cream rises to the top, and I'm on my way up. I proved it once, and I can prove it again.
Huggy Bear Brown.
Fargo, you done all that you can do to the Bear family. And I'm not going to stand for that junk no more. I got to say, I don't get mad. I get even. And you got a debt to be paid, Fargo, and you must pay the debt. Now, this Tuesday night in Mobile, Alabama Expo Hall, I'm going to show you me and Sugar Bear going to take that bald-headed geek and that, I don't know what to say about him. He got blonde hair and black beard. We're going to take him and we're going to learn him a lesson that he'll never will forget. I guarantee that.
Chick Donovan.
You know, CJ, things are happening. Excitement's in the air. You know, there's only one thing I like better than a cold shower after a hard match. And that's feeding the greatest, Bob Sweetan, in the middle of the ring, 1, 2, 3, for all you people to see all over national TV. You know, that fills my ego so high that I fly high with the eagle. The 1987 Golden Boy. Oh, man, we're flying high. And Bob Sweetan, if you think you're going to knock me down, you got another thing coming, brother. And Tuesday night in Mobile, you bring it down. You bring yourself in the ring, but the Golden Boy is going to dance himself to glory. One more time, Bob Sweetan. Because the Golden Boy can be sassy, yeah, baby, and the Golden Boy can be nasty. But just beat me, baby, if you can. So, Sweetan, you bring your best shot on down to Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. We're going to get excitement in Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. Mobile, Alabama. Bob Sweetan, bring it on down.
Here we go, Terry.
Well, CJ, this ought to be a wild woolly one. Crazy Mike Diamond is all over Chuck Wilson.
Oh, that's for sure. I tell you what, Mike Diamond is man-possessed in there, Terry.
I'm telling you, the mercenaries of wrestling, Mike Diamond and Wild Man Fargo, what a team they are. And now in this single event, you can see why. Mike Diamond is all over Chuck Wilson.
Just laying them in there on Chuck Wilson.
It's been everything but a
wrestling
match, a slugfest.
Right.
Oh. Chuck Wilson
by Chuck Wilson.
Back. One of these hoods.
Here's the wild man, Don Fargo.
What are these weird-looking hoods they're wearing, CJ? You know anything about them?
No, I don't.
It's like some kind of stormtroopers or something, don't they?
I'll tell you what. Mike Diamond, crazy Mike Diamond.
Chuck Wilson has had a chance to retaliate and recuperate. Hard forearm across the chest of Chuck Wilson. Mike Diamond into a front face lock. And Wilson twisting out into a hammerlock.
Nice move on Chuck Wilson's part.
Working on the shoulder and elbow of Mike Diamond. Referee calls for a break. Back into a standing referee's position and into a top wrist lock. Mike Diamond grabbing the hair of Wilson.
Referee Danny Barlow didn't see that.
Chuck Wilson, 1/3 of the Coastal Connection.
You got Fargo on the other side of the ring here, and he's keeping Danny Barlow busy while Diamond does his thing.
Making it hard on the referee. You know, I hear people complain about referees all the time. Refereeing is the hardest job in professional wrestling.
And I think we have got one of the best that I've seen. Danny Barlow.
Good referee.
Mike Diamond takes Chuck Wilson into a body slam. Whoa. Way up there. Knee into the neck.
Only a 2 count on Chuck Wilson. No, Chuck Wilson's a young, fine athlete. He's hard to keep down. Got a lot of fight in him. 1/3 of the Coastal Connection, along with Bobby and David.
Yeah.
He's back. Crazy Mike Diamond into a corner. And
there's a cheap shot there.
Boy. cheap shot to the head while the referee had him distracted. Mike Diamond to a reverse headlock.
Mike Diamond gets...
Oh, man. Oh. Double knockout, triple knockout.
What's going on
Referee
here?
Danny Barlow is
He's
down.
Here comes Fargo. Here comes Fargo. Wait a minute.
Cover.
Oh, and Huggy Bear Brown.
He nails on Fargo. And Huggy
Look at that.
Bear is reversing this. Huggy Bear is reversing this.
I tell you what, Terry. There's it. Whoa! Huggy Bear Brown came in.
Huggy Bear Brown.
That's for sure, huh?
How sweet revenge
Yes.
is. Oh, man, Huggy Bear's on top of Fargo. He's after him.
Gonna pick up.
Oh, he's on Diamond now. He wants them both.
Oh, Huggy Bear. Oh, man. Look at that. Huggy Bear Brown is all over him.
He keeps headbutting Don Fargo.
Take it.
Huggy Bear Brown is after him, brother.
It's broken loose.
How sweet revenge is. Woo! And your winner is Chuck Wilson. And Huggy Bear Brown has got the bear hug.
Put it all over Fargo.
Mike Diamond comes in and nails Huggy. Chuck Wilson is back on his feet, ready for some more.
Wrestling fans, we're going to have to leave as the action continues in the ring. Coming up next week, we've got the ladies in action. Pat Rose, Dennis Gale. Also, we'll be seeing Chip Donovan, Marvelous Marcel Pringle, Fargo, Diamond, the CC Connection. So come on back next week. More great action on World Organization Wrestling.
Where were you when the news bulletin flashed announcing Elvis Presley's death? The music industry was silent. Most Elvis fans remember well. Today, Elvis Presley and his music are still legendary 10 years after his death. Each year, not only at Graceland, but all over the world, tribute is paid to Elvis during International Elvis Week. This year, for the first time, you can join in a meaningful way for millions of Elvis fans to unite in a special remembrance throughout the world of the 10th anniversary of his passing with Tribute in Blue, a commemorative symbol of Elvis Presley's music. Tribute in Blue begins with a blue suede ribbon, a T-shirt, a bumper sticker, and a poster. Wear your T-shirt and your ribbon. Display your bumper sticker and poster. Join the Tribute in Blue and honor the king of rock and roll. Express your love and respect for the man and his music that still remains a significant part of our lives.
Get ready for the tribute. Call now 1-800-331-2000. Visa and MasterCard accepted. Call 1-800-331-2000.
Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome to World Organization Wrestling. I'm C.J. Whitmore. Joining me in a moment, Papa Rock and Kerry Latham. We've got some great action coming up for you. We'll be seeing Pat Rose and Dennis Gale. We're going to go to the ring right now. We're into our first match. Boris Krupoff against the Destroyer. Our referee for the first match here, Terry, of course, Danny Barlow.
Yep, CJ, this ought to be a good one. I don't know much about the Destroyer, but I do know about Boris Krupoff. He's came in here under an assumed name several weeks ago, and later President Rip Tyler of World Organization Wrestling discovered his name was Boris Krupoff, and that he had been expelled from several different countries.
Right.
Anyway, in professional wrestling he had. And since he's been here, he's made quite a controversial name for himself.
Oh, he and I have even gone around a few times here with it.
Yeah, I know that you and he had a wrestling match with a microphone out here one day.
Yeah, we did. He's definitely a personality and one heck of a wrestler to contend with.
Well,
powerful wrestler.
The wrestling fans are screaming USA, USA, of course, of Boris Krukoff's Russian descent. And he has put bad mouth on the good old USA a couple times out here. And he is hot and heavy on the Destroyer.
Terry, of course, we'd like to say hello to our viewers watching us in Panama City on WMBB. That's Channel 13. Also, Gulfport and Biloxi along that area on WXXU TV 25. WJTC TV 44 in Pensacola and Mobile.
That's right. You know, CJ, we're going to be coming to all of those areas very soon.
Look for World Organization Wrestling coming to your area in the near future.
I see the Destroyers fighting back against Krupoff. Whoa! Destroyer showing some technique. Oh, good drop toe hold by Boris Krupoff. The man who had the British Commonwealth heavyweight title stripped from him. So we know he is capable of being a champion, good wrestling ability, and at the same time very powerfully strong and very vicious in the ring.
Yes, he is, Terry.
And he has the Destroyer down, driving knees into the back tricep of the Destroyer while he's holding him in a hammerlock. Destroyer trying to make his way up to his feet. Krupoff is hanging on to the hold, applying pressure, and now has the Destroyer over the rope, hammering at the arm.
Boris Krupoff came in 3-4 weeks ago to World Organization Wrestling under the assumed name of Gene Krupa. And, of course, as we talked about this before, Rip Tyler, president of the World Organization Wrestling, did some checking, as he does with all the wrestlers, and found out all this background on Boris Krupoff. Banned in 3 countries.
Yeah, 3 or 4, CJ. I'm not sure how many. And formerly the British Commonwealth champion. You know, and since that time he's coming here. He shaved his head. He's holding the Destroyer up by the mask into the mat by the head. Boris Krupoff stays on his opponent. Man must have 18, 19-inch arms on him. Well, good drop kick by Boris Krupoff.
Wrestler is solid, and he takes great enjoyment in putting a whooping on this guy.
On anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, very agile man, too. Comes right over on a big suplex on the Destroyer. Wrestling fans here they're antagonizing Krupoff, calling him a traitor. Destroyer trying to come back on Krupoff.
He's burying
uppercut
some into the midsection,
right to the head. Oh, Krupoff right in behind the neck with that reverse elbow.
He's quick, great technique,
tough,
man,
yeah, in great condition.
That guy hardly breaks a sweat.
Really, he is in super condition. I notice he always has this
smile on his face.
You know what
Smirk.
kind of grin on his face.
Yeah. Boris Krupoff.
And the Destroyer.
He puts a claw type of grasp into the Destroyer's neck. Another one.
Yeah, another hard one. Boy, he slapped in that claw in there. And tell you what, so far this match has been pretty one-sided. Krupoff has really taken control and set his own pace in here.
Grabs the Destroyer.
And continuously has that grin on his face.
By the mask.
Oh, neck breaker. Man, this could be it for the Destroyer. Boris Krupoff.
He could take him any time here, Terry.
The neck breaker.
Any time. And he just wants to put some punishment on him now.
There goes the fans screaming USA again.
Look at it. It's getting to him.
Oh, hey, they've rattled his cage.
No,
he's up running around the ring.
I think that's probably one of his only weaknesses, Gary, that he gets rattled up there. And he gets distracted.
Boy, these wrestling fans, I love the way they stick together and they'll get on a wrestler like that, buddy, and they'll stay on. And they rattled his cage real good. Oh, man. Snap suplex.
He's ready to go.
Well, he's got the destroyer down.
Way up
he
there.
better hurry up because the destroyer is up.
Oh, what a move.
Oh, drop kick off of the top turnbuckle. Devastating move by Boris Krupov.
You got to admire that, Terry. I tell you.
Yeah, you cannot take. Oh, look.
Power slam.
Beautiful power slam. 3 count.
Non-stop action.
You can't take away from the man's ability.
There's your winner, Boris Krupov. Yeah. Arrogant, very powerful wrestler. Oh, boy, Terry. Krupov is getting from the crowd here.
I believe he's heading this way. CJ may want to have an interview with you. I think I'll back off and turn it over to you for just a second.
Oh, here we go. Boris Krupov.
Yeah. Did you see that beautiful drop kick off the top rope? I could feel the wind going through my hair. Well, I can't say that anymore. But it was a beauty. Believe me, it was a beauty. I love hurting people. There's nothing more enjoyable than hurting stupid, capitalist, unashamed pigs. They're a pig. Face it. Anybody who wrestles these above, they're inferior genetically. I am an unbeatable machine. Believe me, man. Look at me. Look. Talent. Brains. I'm unbeatable. Hey, listen to them cheering for me. They're saying, Krupa, Krupa, Krupa. They want me to win. Thank you, fans. I do it all for you. I do it all for you again and again and again.
We're going to have to take this break now. We'll be back with more action on World Organization Wrestling. Stick around. It's hot.
Now, important news for anyone experiencing the disappointment of hair loss. These leading newspapers and magazines have reported an important medical and scientific breakthrough. Getting your own hair back is now possible. And now, another exciting discovery. You can get your own hair back without expensive hair pieces, without expensive drugs, and without transplant surgery. To find out how, call this toll-free number now and get the latest free information on a completely safe and effective method of getting your own hair back naturally. A method so successful, it's backed in writing by this remarkable guarantee. Your hair back or your money back. These photographs are just a small indication of the dramatic results now being achieved. Results you should know about. So don't wait another minute. Call this toll-free number now or spend the rest of your life wishing you had.
Wrestling fans, with me on the podium is the U.S. Ladies Heavyweight Champion for World Organization Wrestling, Ann Casey. Ann, it's nice to have you with us.
Nice to be back again, CJ. And I've got some tape that I want my fans all over to watch what happened with Manelli last week. It was a terrible thing, and I just want my fans to watch what happened as it happened, right?
Okay, we've got some tape of Angie Manelli and Ann Casey, and we'll go to that right now.
Television show with Gene Siskel, my original reaction was, the show sounds like a great idea, but why do I have to do it with Gene?
I just had to beat him. That was the main thing. I didn't care about anything else.
He occasionally tells me what I think, and he is only occasionally right.
He persists in thinking that he's a better film critic than I am. Drives me crazy.
For the critical difference, it's Siskel and Ebert and the movies.
Sunday night at 6:30 on TV 44.
World Organization Wrestling returns to Pensacola, Florida
Municipal Auditorium tomorrow night. On that card, a match that probably a lot of people have never seen, a flag match between Bob Sweetan and Dennis Gale. Also on that card, a six-man elimination tag team match featuring the Coastal Connection. Also in Pace High School, July 18th, we would come in the old way with such stars as Rose and Holly, Fargo and Diamond. And at the Gateway Raceway, Saturday night the 18th, July 18th, the Coastal Connection. Also, Mobile, Alabama, Tuesday night, a special challenge match between Bob Sweetan and Chick Donovan. With me here now, the Coastal Connection, and I'd like to talk to you fellas about the match coming up tomorrow night in Pensacola, Florida, a six-man tag team elimination match.
That's right, Mr. Gino, boy. I tell you, a six-man tag team elimination match is one of the toughest matches any three-man team can go into. We've wrestled Fargo, Diamond, and Pringle in all different matches, singles, tags, and sometimes in three-tag matches. But I'll tell you one thing, I want to let you know, we've got an edge over these three gentlemen. We are a three-man team. We wrestle together. We know what each one of us thinks. We know what we're going to do. We've got that edge over them. In case you people don't know exactly what a six-man elimination tag is, that means it can boil down to when one man gets pinned on either side, he has to leave and go back to the dressing room, which could leave it 3-on-2, 3-on-1, 2-on-2, any type of combination. But you can bet the Coastal Connection will come out victory. Right, fellas? We're the team. We're sticking together.
A lot of interesting matches that night. A flag match. That's going to be interesting to watch.
I've never seen one before.
Me neither. I can't wait to see that. And then Mobile, we're going to be in Mobile next Tuesday night. The six-man elimination coming up. Well, I'm just excited as I could be. I can't help it.
We have fans all over the place. Pace. We're coming to Pace High School, July the 18th.
Gateway Raceway.
Wrestling fans, you don't want to miss the cards coming up in your area.
Okay, here we go, wrestling fans. World Organization Wrestling. Papa Rock, join me on the podium. We've got a great match here, Papa.
And this is between two champions, I might add, C.J. Cowboy Dennis Gale and Pat Rose.
You've got it. Some thoroughbreds there. These guys are at the top of their game. And Pat Rose just left the ring. He's coming on over here. Pat Rose coming over to the podium.
This is the belt that he have waited so long to win.
Yes, it is.
Let nobody touch it. Don't let us show.
Okay. All right, Pat.
You really cherish that belt. You ever say don't let anyone touch that belt?
Took him a long time to get there. A lot of hard work. A lot of dedication. Pat Rose. This is going to be a great match. Boy, oh boy. Dennis Gale, the World Organization Wrestling Television Champion, and Pat Rose, the World Organization Wrestling Heavyweight Champion.
That is so correct. And both of them is a favorite, you know, on World Organization Wrestling. This is going to be one great match.
Dennis Gale, the cowboy man from Macon, Georgia. And we want to say hello to our wrestling fans in Albany, Georgia, watching us on Channel 31 and also Channel 15 in Griffin, Georgia. Welcome. We love you. And our Georgia boy from Macon, Cowboy Dennis Gale, squaring off against Pat Rose. This is an action-packed match. Guys are squaring off. Hard collar and elbow. Rose takes Gale into a wrist lock. Oh, Gale reverses it.
You know, C.J., both of these wrestlers, they were in such great condition. Pat Rose and Cowboy Dennis Gale. Stay in condition all the way in training.
Super action here. World Organization Wrestling. We are the happening thing, man, I'll tell you. Yeah. Oh, and Gale gives Pat Rose a drop into the leg. He's putting some punishment on Pat Rose, the shoulder. And the crowd is...
You can hear him shouting, go Dennis, go, go Dennis, go.
Rose with a sling into the rope. Gale gives him a shoulder. Super action here.
a standoff for power that
Tell
you
me
might
about it.
think. That is terrific. Pat Rose and Dennis Gale.
Papa Rock, these guys aren't giving an inch at all. Intense wrestling.
Both are just in such superb condition, such good shape. They really are.
Of course, Dennis Gale came off a disqualification match at the happening of '87 in Mobile. He took on one of the world-class premier wrestlers and Dr. D. David Schultz. But, you know, that match did a world of confidence, gave Dennis Gale just plenty of confidence.
It really did, CJ. And you know, to wrestle for Dennis Gale, to wrestle such a wrestler as Dr. David Schultz, you understand?
Yeah.
And then get and come up with a qualification Dr. Schultz did, you know, on Dennis Gale. I really think that this just gave Pat, I beg your pardon, gave Dennis such a great vote of confidence.
Yes, it did. You could tell after that match. Oh, good move. Excellent wrestling here. Scientific wrestling. World Organization Wrestling, look for us. We'll be coming to your... Oh, yeah. Super match here. You've got the World Organization television champ going up against the World Organization Wrestling heavyweight champion, Pat Rose and Dennis Gale. And I'll tell you what, these guys are going at it. Hot and heavy. Danny Barlow breaking him up. Pat Rose is giving him a forearm, giving Dennis Gale a forearm, and another one. Trying to wear him down, Papa Rock. Oh, man. Oh, Gale makes a cover. Kick out there. Pat Rose. Great action. Here we are. Referee Danny Barlow reminding Cowboy Dennis Gale, keep the fist, keep the hand open, no fists. Side headlock. Dennis Gale puts on Pat Rose. Oh, man, he's just burying that in there. Oh, boy, you can almost feel that up here, Papa. I'm telling you. That'll give you a cauliflower ear in no time. Whoa, there we go. Oh, man.
Oh, Pat Rose.
That was not an open hand.
Laid it into Dennis Gale.
Oh, another shot. Rose lays into Gale.
Might have been a fist there.
Yeah, it was.
He had the referee on the blind side. The referee couldn't see it. It might have been a fist.
The crowd is... Oh, he's trying to go for... Oh, jeez. He gave Dennis Gale the Bulldog. That's Pat Rose's bread and butter. Here's the cover. 2. Took Cowboy Dennis Gale to a 2 count. Oh, I tell you, I thought it was all over.
Dennis Gale just never give up. You know,
I don't know where
that fight back. You know, I don't know where he get his strength from.
I was going to say, he's going on his reserve tank here, Papa Rock.
He never quit. He never quit. And I was thinking that was it for Dennis Gale.
It looked like it to me. Dennis Gale. Oh, and he's starting to come back. He's trying. Oh, and Gale gives Rose one in the midsection and another one. Here comes the swing into the turnbuckle. Oh, man. Hey. Whoa. Gale's down again. On the canvas. Rose covers him. Here's a 2 count. Oh, and Gale just kicks out.
Dennis never stops. He just got tremendous ability.
He's hanging in there.
He really is. He trains so hard. Keep himself in such good condition.
You will not find wrestling any better than this. Non-stop action from the bell on. And Gale is starting to come back again. Pat Rose gives Dennis Gale one across the back of the head. Up. Oh, geez, body slam. Dennis Gale. Oh, man. shot into the neck. 2 count. Oh, and Gale just kicks out again in the nick of time. And you can see the frustration on Pat Rose's face. Rose has thrown everything at him but the kitchen sink here, Papa Rock.
That is right, CJ. But yet and still, you know, Dennis Gale, in such great condition, superb condition, he still finds that extra bit that usually wrestlers don't have. And he just comes back. And just like you said, the frustration shows on Pat Rose's face if he can't get the 3 count.
Well, Rose gave Gale his bread and butter, his bulldog, and Gale still survived from it. Oh, boy, I tell you, this is something else. Okay, Gale's going to go for his bulldog. Oh, and he gives one to Rose. Here comes the cover. 1, 2. Almost had him. Wily veteran that Pat Rose is. Put his leg there up on the rope.
Was in the rope there. Referee almost had the 3 count. I thought that was it for Pat Rose.
Tremendous match. Body slam by Dennis Gale on Pat Rose. He makes the cover. 1, 2 counts. Rose just kicked out. Boy, I'll tell you, if these guys weren't in great shape.
That's right. Both in such great shape.
Oh, man. Getting down and getting dirty. Boy, I'll tell you. Tremendous action. 1, 2. Gale hooks his leg on the rope.
Now Gale hooks his leg into the rope.
Oh, and Rose gives him one right in the chops. Rose is giving him the business. Up underneath there. Cowboy Dennis Gale and Pat Rose. Great match. And here comes the crowd. They're trying to bring on Dennis Gale. He's got Pat Rose face down on the canvas.
I would think, CJ, that any other opponent besides Pat Rose, Dennis Gale would have been won this match and would be back in the dressing room.
Exactly right, Papa Rock. You hit it right there.
Oh, even vice versa, you know.
Right. Oh, yeah. Either one. This is a great match. Great match that Rip Tyler put together here. 2 champions in the ring at the same time, going at each other. Bam! Whoa! Either one giving it in. Oh, a slam by Rose. Look. Oh, he takes the win. Got it. Oh, man, what a great match. We'll be back. Here's your winner, Pat Rose. More action coming up on World Organization Wrestling.
If you suffer from any of these medical problems, a Contour chair with optional heat and massage may help. I'm Art Linkletter, and I'm concerned about these health problems. That's why I want to mail you this free Contour chair catalog. You see, Contour chairs are orthopedically designed to provide the kind of firm support you need to help reduce pressure on your legs, thighs, hips, and back. And to raise your legs above your heart, all you have to do is press this button. If you're concerned about your health, get free facts by mail about Contour. Find out about the marvelous relaxation that comes from the proper positioning of your body. Let me mail you this free Contour chair catalog, filled with details on the health benefits Contour chairs provide. Call me to get this important free information by mail now.
To order, call toll-free 1-800-441-2929. 1-800-441-2929. Call 1-800-441-2929. Toll-free 1-800-441-2929.
Here we go. Bob Holly checking over the belt here. Pat Rose. Oh, my God. Look what's going on here, Terry.
CJ, they have getting into it. Look at the punches. They're fighting. They're fighting, CJ. A piercing brawl going on right now. Bob Holly is hanging on there. He's holding his own with Pat Rose. They're nailing each other left and right. Oh. Holly's one up, I believe.
Holly's the fresher of the two. Pat Rose just went through a grueling match.
Pat Rose.
Oh, no. What is this?
Oh! CJ!
Pat Rose.
CJ!
Gosh.
Man, that could be a serious injury to Bob Holly.
Could be a career
serious injury. Oh, come on. Look at this. Bob Holly, you gutless.
What is going on?
Look at this. I'm not believing that, CJ. That's disgusting. About as low-life performance I've ever seen in my life. I'm surprised Bob Holly can even get up and walk after that. That could have caused a severe injury to the lower back, to the disc.
That's what you're going to see here on World Organization Wrestling. We've got to take a break. We'll be back right after this timeout.
Oh, darling.
Imagine a moment of magic. Imagine a moment of pride.
How could she afford a ring like that?
Well, stop imagining. Enjoy the magic and the pride when you wear the fabulous 5-carat cubic zirconium Princessa evening ring. Yes, 5 carats. How can you afford it? Because during this limited time offer, your price is not the small fortune you might expect, but only $9.95. And here's a special bonus. We'll give you this matching Princessa pendant for the same low price.
To order, call toll-free 1-800-468-2700. Save COD charges by using your Visa or MasterCard, or mail $9.95 to 5-carat ring, box 606, Pensacola, Florida. Or call now 1-800-468-2700.
Wrestling fans, at this time, Chick Donovan.
Yes, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, people. It's great to be back in the state of Florida. You people saw me a while back, but you know, right now, this is the 1987 Golden Boy. The 1987 Golden Boy flies high with the eagle. It sits high on the mountain. If you try to knock the Golden Boy off, you may keep him down, but you're not going to break his soul. You're not going to hurt him long, because the Golden Boy is going to come back. You know, I've only been here a short time, and I've already had a little conflict with one Bob Sweetan. Bob Sweetan, you're a big, tough, strong man. But the Golden Boy has a few critics on his side, too. I've been the IWA World Heavyweight Champion. I've been the Southern Heavyweight Champion. I've been the International Heavyweight Champion. So, Bob Sweetan, you're not fooling with the Joker. You're fooling with the Golden Boy, who's gold to the bone and on and on. Yes, sir, Bob Sweetan. If you're going to fool with me, you're going to fool with Dynamite. You know, Bob Sweetan's always trying to embarrass me a little while back. And Mobile, Alabama, I think it was on June the 30th. We're going to show a little VTR. But Bob Sweetan, I beat you last week right here on this TV where everybody can see it. Now, if you like, you go ahead and show that VTR. What a low-down rat that Bob Sweetan really is.
Okay, let's run that tape.
This match, one fall with a 60-minute time limit. This is an elimination match. If the match results in disqualification, both are eliminated from the tournament for the title.
Boy, CJ, the action has already started off hot and heavy. Golden Boy, Chick Donovan, who came out and did a mild striptease for all the fans. He's in the ring with the master of disaster, 303-pound Bob Sweetan. All right.
What a great move.
Super move by Chick Donovan. A sunset flip out of the turnbuckle. Chick Donovan coming back on Sweetan.
Woo! Yeah, drop kick. Oh, man. Chick Donovan is all over Bob Sweetan.
Golden Boy Chick Donovan has been in the wrestling business for a good 12, 14 years. He's an extremely high-rated wrestler. He knows all the wrestling there is. And he is staying after Bruiser Bob Sweetan. I'm sure we're going to see more of Mr. Donovan here at WOW Wrestling.
Tell you what, he is in tremendous shape.
Oh, yeah, you can tell he obviously works out every day. Look at the arms and the chest and the fantastic physique. Oh, did you hear that elbow across the chest? Chick Donovan flying mares him out and covers him only for a 2 count and goes right into an arm bar, working on the shoulder, and Sweet Tan drops the leg across Sweet Tan's arm. Golden Boy, Chick Donovan, who is in control at this very moment. I see a grimacing face on Sweet Tan.
Bob's got a little glitter on him, too, I see.
Yeah, I believe some of the Golden Boy's glitter rubbed off on him there, CJ.
Tell you what Chick Donovan lacks in weight as opposed to Sweet Tan, he makes up for quickness and speed.
Yes, quickness, agility, and the fact that he's extremely strong. Gentleman stays in that gymnasium pumping that iron. He looks tremendous in the ring.
Yes, he does.
See Bruiser Bob Sweet Tan retaliating and laying a shot to the throat of Chick Donovan. Oh, outside on the floor.
World Organization on the road. Pensacola, Florida Municipal Auditorium tomorrow night. Sunday night at the Municipal Auditorium downtown. Pace High School, July 18th, Saturday night. Also at Gateway Raceway, July 18th, Saturday night. Mobile, Alabama, this coming Tuesday, July 14th. With me, Pat Rose.
Bob Holly, I can understand why you're chasing this right here, brother. This is the #1 belt in professional wrestling today. But let me tell you a few things. I don't care if it's a 30-minute match. I don't care if it's a 40-minute match. I don't care if we go an hour and a half. You ain't getting this right here. This is mine.
Don Fargo.
You know what I'm laughing about, baby? July 14th in Mobile, I got Huggy Bear. There's an excuse of a dumb, stupid wrestler. This man is nothing but a stumble bum. He gets in his own road. He's a big fat boy. He should be down loading up the docks. Let me tell you something, baby. You tried to hurt me with a board. You tried to bust my head open. I embarrassed you on TV. I insulted you, pushed you around. You're so dumb you keep coming back for more. You bring on other partners and try to handle it. Hey, Pally, let me tell you something. You can't defeat me or my partner, so you might as well forget it. So come for everything you're going to get, because you're going to get hurt.
Mike Diamond.
All right, I want to talk about this elimination match Sunday, 6-man elimination match. For you people who don't know what that means, it means when one man gets beat, he goes to the dressing room. Another man gets beat, he goes to the dressing room because there ain't nobody left. That could leave 3-on-1, that could leave 2-on-2, or whatever combination, you know. It's going to be a little weird at times, I know, but I'll tell you something. What'll probably happen is me and Fargo are just going in there and eliminate everybody like we usually do. Just like he said about that stumble bum Huggy Bear and all them guys. We'll eliminate them.
This week, World Organization on the road. Don't miss it.
Here we go. Chick Donovan doing that slow strip. Chick Donovan. I'll tell you what, Chick Donovan ain't back down for Bob Sweet Tan. Not 1 inch.
There he is. There they are. Facing off. Right there. Here he goes again. Watch out. He's got Donovan's attention. Sweet Tan's got him going again.
I'm
a disaster.
I'm willing to bet you that.
I'm surprised Pringle's standing by.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet you Sweet Tan's offering him a membership in the Bomb Squad.
Is that what you think he's doing?
I think that's what. Oh, no. Sweet Tan's saying.
Is this a challenge?
It's a challenge. Uh-oh, what we got here?
There you go. What is this? Let's see some money.
Oh,
money.
Look at the cash.
Oh, look. Oh, no. Oh, Donovan.
Look at Chick Donovan, the Golden Boy.
Oh, man.
Donovan. Good drop kick. Another one.
Donovan is cleaning up just there. Oh, Sweet Man.
Moved out of the way on this one.
Oh, no. Look out.
Tell you what, Chick Donovan is having to wrestle 2 at once.
2 against 1, that's not right.
Oh, Sweet Ted came down on Donovan.
2 against 1, Donovan needs some help. Not the way it's supposed to be.
They're screaming at Chick Donovan, rock and roll.
Come on, Chick.
Chick Donovan.
Close line. Sweet Ted lays into Donovan.
Now look at this. I'll tell you what. The controversy surrounding Bob Sweetan. Oh, here comes the Calvary. All right, Bob Holly.
Bob Holly just came in to help out Donovan. He's cleaning up.
He's fighting up.
Oh, Barlow has full control in this match.
Holly
ringing the bell. Going crazy.
Leaving the house on Bob Sweetan. Look at these men go.
Unbelievable action.
Nothing but excitement here on World Organization Wrestling.
No match.
No match. Man, what a match I call it. I think it's one of the best matches I've seen.
Gary, we're going to have to take a break. Wrestling fans, stay with us. We'll be back with more action on World Organization Wrestling.
Loop Appliance and TV Home Entertainment Centers now have RCA console and portable TVs and RCA video recorders at low weekly or monthly rates. No credit checks, no deposit, and free delivery. For a limited time only at Loop Appliance and TV, you can get both an RCA video recorder and RCA 19-inch color TV. The complete package for one low weekly rate of just $19.95. Plus, this package deal includes a lifetime movie club membership. Call today. Offer good at all 5 locations of Loop Appliance and TV.
Bonanza puts you in the big country called Ponderosa. There you'll meet the Cartwrights, Ben, Pa, Adam, and Little Joe, brave men in a bold saga. Share the triumphs and tragedies of this adventurous family by watching Bonanza, starring Lorne Green, Dan Blocker, Pernell Roberts, and Michael Landon. Weeknights at 9 on WJTC TV 44, your station on the move.
Hey, Pally, I'm here to tell you about a few things I want to get straightened out about a couple of stumble bum wrestlers that you got around this area. You know, Mike, we got 2 sets of dummies here that I've ever seen in my life. First, we got Huggy Bear Brown. Now, there is a complete stupidity idiot, the poorest excuse I ever seen of a wrestler. This big, dumb idiot. And believe me, he is. But wait, he's got one thing, Mike. He's well-balanced, man. He's light in his head and light on his feet. To me, that's a funny joke, you know, because he is stupid. You know, this guy, I insulted him on TV. I busted something over his head, which you've probably seen. I tore his little teddy bear up. I don't know how he sleeps at night anymore. I insulted him so bad, but he keeps coming back. He keeps coming back, baby. But let me tell you something. He keeps coming back, Mike, and he keeps bringing his so-called partners in. And we keep beating his partners, and he keeps bringing his partners. There ain't no way in the world you're going to get anybody to beat us, man. No way. Every time you get in the ring, I'm going to hurt you. And if I can't hurt you, he will. And we're going to do everything in the world to do it because, baby, we don't wrestle clean. That is stupid. Anybody comes out here and says, hey, I'm a scientific wrestler. What a joke. There ain't no such thing as scientific when you get in that ring. We do it the old-fashioned way. We go in and we kick complete. Well, you know what I'm talking about. That's what we kick, and we do a good job of it, baby. Now, there's another thing around here. You got the kids. And, boy, we hate kids. We hate women. We hate everybody, especially the Coastal Connection. They come out here in these stupid, silly pants, Mike, and they run around there and they play a song, girls, 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 girls. Big deal. They ought to sing Dance, Ballerina, Dance. This is stupid. They're idiots, man. They can't beat us. They can put all 3 of them in there against me and Mike, and nobody will beat us. Nobody, baby, because we're the greatest.
World Organization Wrestling. I'm C.J. Whitmore. Papa Rock with me. Papa.
This is a tag team match between Don Fargo, Diamond, and the Coastal Connection.
The Coastal Connection. Bobby Perez, David Baxter, Chuck Wilson. And I'll tell you what, they've got themselves a handful in the Wild Man, Don Fargo, and Crazy Man, Mike Diamond. Fargo and Diamond have been tag team partners for, well, they were tag team partners back 8 years ago, gotten back together, and they are a force to be reckoned with as we get ready for this tag team match. Chuck Wilson, Bobby Perez, the Coastal Connection. It's Wilson and Diamond, collar and elbow in the middle of the ring. Wilson takes him to a side headbar lock. Here's your tag. Iceman. Here he is, Bobby Perez, San Antonio, Texas.
The tag is made there, CJ, and you know they're going to have to really watch Don Fargo because, you know, he knows all of the tactics, and here he comes. Perez know Donnie Fargo quite well, you know.
Tag is made. In comes Bobby Perez working on the arm of Crazy Mike Diamond. Bobby Perez. Tag is made. Here comes Chuck Wilson in. Working on the shoulder, working on the arm. Numbing it up. Here comes Fargo. Referee Danny Barlow taking control of the match here. Oh, Perez is jamming Diamond's arm.
Fargo is claiming that the tag wasn't made.
Perez.
Here comes...
Smiling.
Oh, you really got to watch Donnie Fargo in
Perez
this
is cool and calm. Professional wrestler in here. Here's your tag. Fargo's in.
The referee didn't see the tag.
Danny Barlow didn't see the tag. There's your tag.
There is the tag.
Fargo's in there. Gives Wilson one across the head. Oh, forearm smash. Here comes another one. Fargo laying it into Chuck Wilson. And the crowd behind the Coastal Connection. Chuck Wilson now is coming back. He's got Fargo going. Oh, into the turnbuckle. Oh, Fargo gives Wilson one right in the chest. Fargo and Diamond are going to work on Wilson. Oh. Street brawler, wrestler from Hell's Kitchen, New York, Don Fargo.
Both of these wrestlers are from Hell's Kitchen, New York.
Right.
This is Crazy Mike Diamond. Also Donnie Fargo, the Wild Man. And wild indeed he is.
You better believe it. Unpredictable. Don Fargo and Mike Diamond. They make one heck of a tag team. They work well together. They know each other. Obviously, they've been working together for a number of years, wrestling all over the country. Fargo, a 20-year veteran. Crowd is getting on Fargo. In the meantime, Diamond is working over Wilson in the corner. And Barlow doesn't see it, our referee. Oh, they're just putting it all over Chuck Wilson. Here's your tag. Crazy Man, Mike Diamond. Gives him one.
And into the boot. Into the boot of Donnie Fargo, Crazy Mike Diamond.
Oh. Wilson's got to get out of there. If at all possible. He's got to get out of there and make the tag. Perez is fresh in the corner, but they're not going to let him do it. That's your experience. Oh, I'll tell you, there's a laceration there. Oh, my gosh. Wilson's bleeding. Oh, Wilson's out of it. Wilson is out of it. He's lacerated. Oh, no. Wilson, oh, and they're just working him over bad. Oh. Diamond working on Wilson. And Fargo, oh, man. Chuck Wilson of the Coastal Connection is cut. And he's out, and he's down on the concrete. Oh, Perez is trying to get in there. Fargo is, oh, this has got to stop. This has got to stop. Wait a minute. Oh, man, look out. Here's Huggy Bear Brown. Giving some assistance. Oh, and a hit on Fargo. Fargo should never have started the war with Huggy Bear Brown. Never. Oh, and Wilson's trying to come back. It's all brushed and loose. Danny Barlow's lost control.
I don't think the referee, CJ, knows just who's supposed to be in at this time.
Perez is working over Diamond, and Wilson is working on Fargo. It's a free-for-all. And this is a mess in here. Oh, they're just working over Fargo. Diamond is coming back into the ring. It is all broken loose here. Danny Barlow's lost control. Oh, unbelievable. Wilson is dazed. Wilson is dazed. He's working in there on Diamond. Oh, Fargo just came in and knocked him into the middle of next week. Unbelievable action here. World Organization Wrestling. Unbelievable action. Oh, Fargo is cleaning up and Diamond's in there. Coastal Connection has met their match. They've just thrown the Coastal Connection out. They're on the concrete floor in front of us here, ladies and gentlemen. This is unbelievable. Whoa, look at Fargo. Get a shot of Fargo if you can. He is wild, man. Don Fargo, check him out. Unbelievable action here. Whoa. Unbelievable action here. Oh, man. This is getting down to a street brawl here, ladies and gentlemen. Wild man, Don Fargo and Mike Diamond. Oh, no. Working all over Wilson.
They're working on Wilson.
Oh,
my goodness.
Fargo is reeling. Perez is trying to help Wilson. Fargo, it's just unbelievable action. Fargo is lacerated. Wilson is lacerated. Danny Barlow is trying to get some control here. Unbelievable action.
Evidently, this match is all over.
Yes, it is.
I'll tell you something, CJ. Dennis Gale is a man with a destiny. He's fired up now as much as I've seen him